Alright everyone, so I figured since I've been really inactive on my Air Purifier Central channel, I'd go back to just making Air Purifier videos back on this channel like the good old days. So, starting off yet again, we're going to start with the Germguardian 3-in-1 Air Purifier air purification system. Now, I have many Germguardian products and I've had them in the past as well. This is a unit that I specifically bought to just move around the house whenever I needed it. However, it seemed to find a permanent home upstairs in my hallway because it just does such a good job. Now, I've had both tower and console Germguardian units in the past, and I feel as if they are just absolutely troopers when it comes to the console units. The tower units over time seem to just develop a whine, but this unit has been on for probably about 5 or 6 months now, and I actually didn't even get a video in until now, and it's probably been running a lot longer than that. But typically 2 to 3 months I've noticed with like the tower units, they have a whine. This one has been on a way longer than that, and it continues to work very well. No whine, no nothing. Now this one uses the standard 3-stage filtration that the other Germguardians seem to use. It's just a common system for them. There is a carbon filter. I'll just take this off just so you can see. There is a little carbon filter, and then there is a HEPA filter. And behind that little metallic casing in there, there is a UV light. It's a very standard system, but it works very well. There's no ionizer. It uses a UV light instead of an ionizer, which I think is just a pro. That kills mold, mildew, anything that's just bad in the air. It kills, which I think is fantastic. Any UV light, I believe, in an air purifier is a plus. And especially being HEPA too, the heart of the purifier, it works really well. The only thing that I probably would change is have a pre-filter in front of the carbon filter, so the carbon filter doesn't get as dirty as fast and you have to replace it a lot faster. They typically recommend replacing these filters every 6 to 8 months, but I feel as if it had some sort of pre-filter screen in front of the carbon filter, it would help the carbon filter and the HEPA filter maybe last up to a year or two. Just a personal thing. And before I put the front cover back on, I've seen a lot of reviews of people bashing this unit not working. There's a little reed switch right here and one down here. And if you set the filter properly, you'll hear a little click. So make sure it's properly seated, because sometimes in shipping it does get knocked out a little bit. And then here, you just attach the front panel and it'll hit the other reed switch, and you'll actually know when the filter and the front panel are into place because it'll ding. Just like that. Listen for the little ding. If it doesn't ding, try and take the filter out, put the filter back in, or readjust the front panel. After it dings, you're good. So I figured I would just show that because I've noticed a lot of people were bashing this unit because they did not operate it correctly. But without further ado, let me go ahead and show you how this unit works. So naturally, this is made for a large room. It filters up to 338 square feet, so it's quite a powerful unit. I think what sets this aside from the tower units is this one actually uses a brushless DC motor, which makes no noise whatsoever, and since it's not a AC motor, there's no alternating buzz. It's just completely silent. And it has a whole bunch of power behind it. It's really powerful on medium and high, but low speed it's nice and quiet. So without further ado, let me start it off on low. And typically I just leave it on this mode and it takes care of the air. But it's nice to just set it and forget it. As you probably noticed, it is Energy Star rated as well. It's a nice efficient unit just to run 24/7. There is a timer too. It goes all the way up to 8 hours. There's a UV light, which of course you can't see because it's all the way down in there. And then this little halo on here, you can shut off if you don't want it on. I typically leave it on because it looks cool, and in the middle of the night you don't stumble over the unit because it is very quiet and you might not even realize it's there. Very quiet on low. Here's medium. Which is a bit noisier. You notice it's moving the lampshade. And it doesn't blow directly out of the top, it blows towards the side. That's so interesting. And here's high, which is powerful. It's a monster on high. And it is a bit noisy, but you have to remember it's drawing in a lot of air. It's meant for large rooms. It's going to be loud. It's a powerful unit. Typically about once a week I like to just put it on the high speed so it circulates the air, and then put it back down to low and nobody notices it, so really just works quite well. And here's off. If you notice too, it has a little startup chime and shutdown chime. Seems as if these console style air purifiers have that chime. I'm not exactly sure why they have them, they just do. So overall, it's a great unit. My only gripes that I have with this unit is I think it should have a pre-filter in front of the carbon filter, as I said earlier. And the white is nice, but I would even prefer it better in black because I have black appliances and I think it would just look better in black. Personal gripe, you might like white, but just have the option of having white or black. And maybe, at some point, I don't know when, but maybe create a unit that has the sensor as well, because I have other units that have a sensor, but this is like the perfect size, and it's very easy to move around too, so I would definitely probably even enjoy this unit more if it had a sensor. But for what it is and for how well it works, I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic unit, and I'm gonna say 11 out of 10 stars for this unit. It just works so well, and if you have bad allergies like I do, get one of these. You will not regret it. It makes a world of a difference. So there you have it. There is the Germguardian 3-in-1 air purifier. Thank you so much for watching.